AI makes me smarter. Okay. And ChatGPT, I'm sure you heard about it. So that came upon in late 2022. And since then, it has, revolutionized in terms of adoption, right? How many people have used it. And it's a prime example of how a ChatGPT, which is based on AI, can make me smarter. And not only it can make me smarter, but it can make me smarter fast. Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Unlocking the AI Advantage podcast. I'm your host, Ramesh Danta. And more about me a little bit later. First, let's talk about what this podcast is all about. There are three things about Unlocking the AI Advantage podcast. Number one, this is about artificial intelligence and the AI revolution that is reshaping our lives as we speak. Number two, it's about digging deep into the advantages of AI for your business, for my business, and for all our businesses. Number three, this podcast is about how to unlock those advantages that I just talked about, so you can get an unfair advantage for your business. All right? So that's what this podcast is all about. So now, as I mentioned more about me, who am I? My name is Ramesh Danta, and this is a 1-minute introduction about me. Number one, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've started multiple businesses. I'm an angel investor, so I'm not just starting my own businesses, but I'm investing in other businesses as well. Number three, I'm a published author. I have written 3 books, which have gone on to become Amazon bestsellers in their respective categories. Number 4, I am also a podcast host. I have done 3 podcasts in the past, and this is my 4th podcast. So more importantly, right, I am somebody who is curious about many things. I'm a constant learner. I learn from others. I learn from my own experiences, and I would like to learn from your own experience as you participate in this podcast through its journey. So then let me talk about how my interest in AI has come about and what led me to start this podcast. Back in 2019, I started 2 podcasts. The very first podcast is called The Agile Entrepreneurship. It's about this concept about starting a business in a very agile way and get it started and keep iterating it, tweaking it, because there's no perfect business that you can start right from the go. And the idea for this podcast came from my interactions with other entrepreneurs who have been successful or people who have not been successful. By learning from this experience, I came with this concept called the Agile Entrepreneurship, which of course led to my book called The 60-Minute Startup. The concepts between the Agile Entrepreneurship and the 60 Minutes Startup are the same. As we go through this journey of this podcast, you will learn more about that. So that's my first podcast. And very soon after, a company reached out to me and said, Ramesh, AI is become revolutionary technology. So we would like to start a monthly webinar/podcast called AI, the Future of Business. So the second podcast was AI, the Future of Business, talking about, various aspects of artificial intelligence, how it can benefit the businesses. That is when an idea came to my mind, is that what if I combine the AI and the advantages that anyway I'm talking about, and with the entrepreneurship itself, how AI can help entrepreneurs in start a business and grow the business and scale the business at a much faster speed rate than they would have otherwise done without advantages of AI. So this podcast is about a combination of those ideas about entrepreneurship and about AI. So the question that may come to your mind and my mind is that why are we talking about AI? What is special about it? What is so revolutionary about artificial intelligence? And let me give you a few things to ponder about. Number one, AI makes me smarter, okay? And ChatGPT, I'm sure you heard about it. So that came upon in late 2022. And since then, it has, revolutionized in terms of adoption, right? How many people have used it. And it's a prime example of how a ChatGPT, which is based on AI, can make me smarter. And not only it can make me smarter, but it can make me smarter fast. Like I can create content just with one phrase. By giving one phrase, there's a technology out there that can help me write a complete blog article, right? And then I can create videos and I can edit photos as well using AI technology at much faster rate. So it makes me smarter, but it makes me smarter very fast. And we will learn more about how it can help with your web creation, app creation, and all those things. And another advantage of AI is that it automates repetitive tasks and processes, whether it's a data entry, email responses, automated customer responses. You have seen the chat bot, right? So it's where if somebody has forgotten a password, this AI-based technology, can help you with resetting the password, and it helps out a business, right? So a person doesn't have to sit through and help the other customers. So it automates repetitive processes. And the next thing is it reduces human errors, right? If programmed correctly. So because it's a machine doing repeatedly the same thing, and as opposed to the fatigue or tiredness a person can have, it is programmed, so it reduces human errors. And as we talked about, it's a quick decision making, and it improves the processes over a period of time because it learns. Artificial intelligence, it's also the machine learning they call it. The machine learns over a period of time. It continues to improve the decision making process for us. And lastly, AI is available all the time, right? It's 24 hours a day. It's working for you. And so now let me contrast, those advantages that I just talked about AI and how it can help an entrepreneur, right? So first, let's talk about what are the challenges entrepreneurs face, right? When I started my business, I'm sure if you are starting a business, running a business, or growing a business, you know about these challenges, very well. Number one, the very first question is where to start. If I'm starting a business, which idea? How do I know that's a good idea? So the ideation, right? That's a challenge for many aspiring entrepreneurs. What products to offer, what services to offer. And the second one, of course, is, we all know this, lack of time. We can only do so many things in a day, right? What technology can help me, right? So to improve my productivity. And another challenge that I have is if I'm making a decision, I don't know if the impact of the decision, right? How do I know that a particular decision is going to help me or hurt me, right? So I'm insecure about making a decision. So some technology that can help me in that will be very valuable, right? As an entrepreneur, I know about funding. Funding is a problem, whether it is raising through venture capital or raising, revenues from customers. All of that is another challenge. And finding paying customers. So all of these are entrepreneurs' challenges. So we will talk about how AI can help with some of these challenges. I will take two examples. One, as an entrepreneur, you have this great idea of a great app, maybe a dating app, and but you don't want to take too much time, too much money to develop the app and know that it is not working. So AI, I came across this AI app builder where you can talk to this AI app builder and you tell, right? It's a conversational, you tell kind of an app that you want to build, right? You want to say, I want a community, I want a customer logging in, I want an admin. So you essentially talk AI app builder, and then that builds out this app in literally in days as opposed to weeks or months at a much lower cost. And this is made possible with AI. So now I have this app builder, right? Very quickly, I'll do a proof of concept. I'll show it to other people, the customer or maybe potential investors, and then they can improve upon the app as opposed to waiting for multiple months and spend thousands of dollars. So this is how you unlock the AI advantage for your business. This is an example number one. And now let me talk about the second example. So we all have gone this route where we pay for advertisements, right? It's a Facebook ads, or a Google ads, YouTube ads, Instagram ads, all of them. We are coming up with creatives. We are putting a budget, daily budget, and then we are implementing these paid ad programs. But how do you know they're working? How do you know it is most optimized ad program for you? You do it iterating over a period of time. You keep spending money, you learn from it, and then you tweak some things, but it's kind of a costly exercise. What if there is an app that I came across It's an AI-based app that learns about your business, it learns about your potential customers, and it suggests creatives for you. It suggests ad budget for you. It suggests targeted audience for you, right? And then it helps you implement this entire ads program for you. And on a daily basis, it keeps learning how it's doing it, optimizing it. And it's revolutionary now because I don't have to rely only on human intelligence, but I can augment human intelligence with artificial intelligence and then get much better results. Two separate examples how you can unlock AI advantage for your business. This podcast is different from any other podcast you might have heard. And the reason is how you learn, how we learn from this podcast. I'm sure you heard about Warren Buffett. One of these famous quotes that I always remember and I will never forget is what he says is, it's good to learn from your mistakes, but it is great to learn from others' mistakes because it's much cheaper. So that is what we're going to do in this podcast. AI is revolutionary. So we are going to bring guests, AI entrepreneurs who are actually building their businesses, right, as we speak, and will be documenting their journey over a period of time and the trials and tribulations they're going through as they're building the business, how they're starting, how they're raising funds, how they're reaching out to customers, right? And what are the challenges that they're facing? What kinds of AI technologies that they are themselves are using for business, and what kind of AI technologies they are building for others, right? We'll be documenting their journey over a period of time and learning from that and how to unlock the advantages of AI for your business and for our business. So that's what this podcast will do for us. And so how can you participate in this? It's very simple. Go to theAIentrepreneurs.com, theAIentrepreneurs.com, and subscribe to newsletter, subscribe to the podcast, and then track our journey and track the AI entrepreneurs journey from there. theAIentrepreneurs.com. With that, I welcome you to participate in this journey, and let's begin.